It's time to drag, roll, pull and mill thousands of pounds of timber by myself to fill my container house with. I'm building this container house alone and off-grid, and last week I finished the window restoration process and finished all my windows off with some beautiful homemade varnish from my property. Well, it was actually only half the windows because all the windows that have any glass in them, like the casements or some of the frames, are off hundreds of k's away getting double glazed glass installed. And I've been told it's going to take a long time. But since I have 6 frames here and all ready to go, I can cut into the containers and install them. And I've already made my steel angle frames that will be welded into the container cutouts for the timber frames to sit in. But for the next few days, I've been blessed with some sun. Not exactly sun, but not rain apparently. And it's been raining a lot here on the homestead. I do need to take advantage of these days without rain to get rid of this Marri pile. It has been sitting there for 2 years already, and if it sits there any longer, it'll be damaged and I won't be able to use it. I've already milled the jarrah pile that I had for bench tops and decking for the exterior of my container house. Now I need to mill and sort the Marri pile for all the timber in the interior of my house. So first up, I'm collecting any logs that are around 3 to 4 meters and 10 to 20 centimeters wide for posts. I need to debark them and seal the ends and get them into my shed to dry. That's 14 logs total I have so far. Okay, so now that I've got all those logs around the side of the shed, I've got, I think it was 14 in total. I do need, I think, 24. And from what I can see, there's only about 3 more in this pile that are the correct size to use as posts. So that's not how many I need. So I may have to think, but the porch roof isn't getting done for a very long time. So as long as I have definitely 10 for the house, then I'm good, which I definitely have now. So that's fantastic. All these logs that I've got here are ones that will now need to be milled. I'm gonna do them a few different ways. So the first one I've got here is another giant one, like that 1-ton log that I milled previously. That's gonna be turned into slabs just like the 1-ton log was. So if I wanna make more tables and all that kind of stuff, because to make a huge table, I'd kind of need to put 2 of those together. So yeah, the more I have, the better, basically. And this is the only other giant one I think that I've got. So it's big. The other ones that I've got behind that, they're quite big as well. So I'm thinking that I'm going to square them off and either just square them off as is and have them as big giant post / possibly beams. Or if they're really big, like really wide, then I'm going to create 2 beams out of it. I want at least 2 beams running along the first story of the house, not the first story, the ground floor of the house, where the 2 containers are connecting. So I definitely need 24 meters of beams. So if I can achieve that, I will be a happy camper. And then I'm thinking if I have any more, I may be able to get more posts out of them by squaring them off instead of keeping them round. Because I'm thinking I do want round ones in the middle of the house, but then maybe where the doors are, I'll have them all squared off. So yes, this is the plan. Now I'm getting this big giant log up and yeah, let's go. Not bad at all. I did that in one cut without even bloody moving the log. Oh, Jesus. I did it. It is now time to get the giant log up. That probably weighs 1 ton because it's the same size as the other 1 ton log that I was weighing. So somewhere between 800 kg to 1 ton. Now, usually I crane it up with the crane, which there's a reason for that because I've tried to pull it up with my car before, and because it's a 1 ton log, so that's like, gosh, is that 2,000 or 4,000 pounds? 2,000, I think. It's huge. It's a lot. It's a lot. So what happened last time when I connected this big strap to it, even though I've got the strap connected in a way that will make the log roll, because it weighs so much and I'm pulling it with my car and the mill is only like 300, 400 kilos or something, it actually moves the mill and could possibly damage the mill. So it takes the miller, like I have to get the mill level and all that kind of stuff. So when it moves it, that's a whole other thing. And obviously, yeah, it just doesn't work. So that's why I've had to crane it up. But I'm wondering, I'm gonna try something else today. So I've got this set up how I usually do with the crane. So a little bit of wood there and stuff, so that the crane doesn't go underneath the mill, because that's happened before as well. And that gets the mill not level. And then I've got my ramps like I usually do. I usually use timber ramps, but now I'm using steel ramps today. And then I've got my ramp over here for the crane as well. So I usually drive my deleker onto here and then I crane it up, but I'm thinking I'll try drive the quad onto here, put the strap around the log and see if I can pull the log up with the deleker, and I'm hoping with the quad on the crane, which is up against the mill, I'm hoping it doesn't move it and that it just rolls up beautifully, and that's it. It's really quick and easy. Look, I'm hoping this quad is strong enough, just pushed up against the mill so that it doesn't, slide out, but I'm not confident about it. I can still kind of pull the crane, so yeah, it's a 50-50 whether this is going to work. Did not move, the quad has held it in place, and that was way easier to get the log up. That's bloody perfect. Oh, it's not bloody perfect. All right, I've jacked up this end of it. I'm hoping I can just push it along either with this or the deleker. Well, that's it. Done. That was a bit dramatic, sorry. Now it's time to mill some big, giant, massive slabs. Finally got down to the middle section of the giant log. So you need the middle section because it's like the thickest part. So the other ones I've just been cutting into thinner slabs. Now I'm going to cut this one at 70 mil, so 7 centimeters, so that it can be like a bench top. Okay, I've got my first giant slab. I think I'm only going to get 2 maybe out of this one, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. There we go. That one's really pretty. I like it. It's got some nice patterns. I am so lucky and so grateful to have all this timber. It would be costing me so much money if I didn't have all of this for decking, for posts, for beams, for floorboards, for roof paneling, the list goes on. All right, I've got my last 2 slabs, so that should be, I believe, all the big thick bench tops I will be doing. There looks like there's another big log, but I don't think it's as big as these. It might be. So there might be one more, but I think this is it. I'm going to worry about moving these at the end of the day. I'm going to go debark my other post logs now and get them all sealed up so they have some time to dry before I can move them into the shed and hopefully out of any future rain that I'm sure is coming. I'm quickly losing light, but I'm just going to seal the ends of these logs to keep them protected. Is it almost your dinner time? Is it almost your dinner time? Good morning. So today I am back on the timber mill. I have 3 posts left that are the size I want to use as actual posts in my house and for the patio roof. But first I need to move some of this pile because I can't get them down at the moment. There's no room. So that means today, to begin, I'm going to be slabbing these bigger ones here that are bigger than I need for posts, and I'm either going to be squaring them off to make them into beams or potential posts if I don't have enough of the round ones, and also slabs. So some of them will be slabs for floorboards and roof paneling, and the rest will be squared off into nice long beam post things, and that will depend on the condition they're in. It's relatively straight, it looks like it's in pretty good condition, and I'll see if I can make this one into a squared off post or beam. All right, that's it. Oh, they look pretty. She's gorgeous. As much work as you see me do with the container home build, that's actually only half of it, or maybe even less. The rest is all done behind a screen. Like research, studying, emails, vlogs, the list goes on. And to be honest, I didn't realize it would be a 24/7 job. I used to watch people's YouTube videos and it would make me think, oh, that's so cute, that would be a fun hobby. But it's not, and with such a hefty workload, I need to find a way to light. So let's start with what I call the Opera R2 fun features, like player, themes, and split screen. Opera R2's player lets you control your music and videos without interrupting your browsing activities or without having to listen to it from your phone. And you all know how much I love to have a little dance. If you want to pause or skip a song, you can do that by hovering over the player icon on the sidebar. No need to open it or switch tabs. And there's a video pop out, so you can control the videos you're watching by making them pop out as a floating module or detach the player pop out and move it beyond the browser window. And Opera R2 has customizable themes, so you can customize every aspect yourself: mode, intensity, animation, sounds, colors, shaders, the list goes on. Another fun feature is there's even split screen, so you can open both documents in the same browser window to work on them at the same time, or have a YouTube video and the comment section open. All right, time for the features that I absolutely cannot live without. Okay, so you probably all know one of these people, and I am one of them, with 30 plus tabs open on a browser at any time, and that's because I have a very busy mind and a lot to remember. And the tab islands feature means you can group your tabs based on context, organize them easily, and save space by collapsing islands. Are you ready for Opera R2's specialist feature of them all? It's the ARIA command line, where you can ask questions in chat or provide a prompt to create an image with AI image generation and image recognition without even leaving the webpage you're on. It's tools like the Opera R2 browser that make my life that little bit easier and help to organize the chaos. If you want to check out the next phase in the evolution of the Opera browser, Opera R2, there's a link below in my description. Let's get log number 2 up. I didn't connect the strap. Success! Let's get the second one done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get 2 beams out of this one or just 1. It looks thick on one end and thin on the other, so it may just be 1.
My name out of your paper, Jane. I've seen something that forever changed the game. Forgive me, love, for the blame I sent to thee. All the fingers I pointed that really pointed back at me. this unsettling stir. I see it now, I surrender. Let the dust settle, let go of the pedal, there's too much here. Let these towers turn to rivers, let these instincts steer. Let the dust settle, let the stormy weather ride out, disappear. When the sunlight shines, let it all come clear. Take my name out of your paper chain. I've seen something that forever changed the game. Forgive me, friend, for all I did to be.
Bloody perfect.
Then you were my
When I roll the log on, the dogs go in the car with me so that I know they're safe.
Oh, this fighting, this unsettling stir. I see it now, I surrender. Let the dust settle, let go of the pedal, there's too much here. Let these towers turn to rivers, let these instincts steer. Let the dust settle, let the stormy weather ride out, disappear. When the sunlight shines, let it all come clear. I will mend my way. I will mend my way. See the red dust swirling, the red dust swirling, the red dust swirling on my knees. See the red dust swirling.
Hello and good sunny morning. What a beautiful day it is today. I am stoked. It is a perfect day for me to be milling and I'm going to soak in all this winter sunshine that I can get. I love sun. I just love it. Sun makes me extremely happy. I worked very hard yesterday getting my posts and beams and squared off posts. So I'm thinking I want round posts and squared off. I'm thinking I want round for the patio roof outside, and then I may want 2 round ones inside as well that'll be within the middle of the house. But then I'm thinking maybe square for the other ones because they will be on the edges of doorways and also the edges of rooms. And it might make it a lot easier if they're all squared off. So I'm thinking 18 round posts is the number that I need, and I've got 17. So I need one more, which is a bit of a bummer. The 17 also includes the 3 that are in this pile that I'm about to get out in a second. I'm just going to mill these 2 first. So not a second, obviously. I'm going to show you later too, because I bet you are wondering how I've been getting those logs into the shed. So I'm going to show you because that is quite the debacle. The reason I haven't filmed it before is because it's usually so late by the time I finish milling that that's all done in the dark, which makes it even funner. But I'll try finish early today so I can show you. Now, after I've got all those posts done, I do need 24 meters of beams as well. And then anything else that I have left, I'm going to be turning into slabs.
To the top kiss like no one's watching, just to wait and see. I could be your mystic blue, you could be my only muse. Let's take a chance, no point in dying. Without this love, there's no denying.
Another one up.
To the top of the hills we'll.
If you were with me at this time last year, you will know this is a massive change from the winter that I had last year. It was non-stop rain for 7 months.
No one's watching,
Stop playing.
just to wait and see. Time to waste, my dear. I need you close, I need you near. 'Cause when you're gone, there's just no hope. Sitting here, drunk and stoned. To the top of the hills, we'll be free. Take my hand, come with me. Like no one's watching, just to wait and see. We kiss like no one's watching, just to wait and see.
I've got another postcard and now I need to do the hard bit, which is get it off and away from here to store it. But this is insane. I didn't know that this could happen. These logs have been felled for so long and the resin is like dripping out of them. I'll show you. That's insane. So pretty. Whoa. Perfect. As crazy as that looked. Perfect.
We both walk a thinner line, a fuse and spark. We could blow it any time. With love and scars, we're both carrying baggage.
Okay, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back one down first because I want it to roll down but not come the entire way. So I'm hoping this one will stop it. Not sure if it will because that one's definitely heavier, but fingers crossed. This one at the front though also needs some rearranging before I can get it on, which is always tricky because it's not going to sit on the front bar thing, which I need it to. So I'm thinking I'll drag this end first and hopefully be able to swing this one a bit out. Jesus bloody Christ. That's bloody annoying, isn't it? Oh my gosh, look at the tree. Where the log's been, the poor tree. Oh my gosh. Wow. Gosh, you've done well, tree. You've done well. Not an easy task. Alright, well, me. Look at all this. Pretty. This is not a good location for this though. But I'm thinking I can cut it. Maybe just cut it so I can roll the rest of it onto there. But then again, doesn't look like it's going to go up this side either, like this bloody one. Always fun. Everyday challenges.
Will we dance in the wreckage, or will we dig a grave? I ain't gonna be your good Prince Charming, knight in shining white. I ain't gonna be your little darling, no baby. I'm gonna be your dynamite. I'm gonna be your dynamite. I'm not fragile like a flower, more like a bomb. You don't seem to fear that power. I've loved it all along. We both walked through the fire. We both grew bold in the flames. Now we could dance in the embers, or we could seal our fate. Oh, you ain't gonna be my good Prince Charming, knight in shining white. You ain't gonna be my little darling, no baby. I'm gonna be your dynamite. I'm gonna be your dynamite.
I've got it all hooked up here. I'm going to try drag it forward and then hopefully roll the entire thing forward so I can get these guys out. There's not many left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 logs, including this big one and the 3 that are the round posts. Not sure how I'm gonna go pulling this out because I've only pulled them from the ground. got just enough light left to show you how I get these logs into the shed to store them. The problem is they are ridiculously heavy, so I can't like pull them or push them or anything like that, but I can pick up one end. So with that being the only thing that I can do with them, I figured out a way to move them by myself. Are you ready? The not so fun part. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hell, of course, it's already so dark in here. Sorry. I'll have to show you in the morning what it looks like so it's a bit brighter. But this is how I've got all the logs in and all the heavy slabs in. I need to get this other log in and sealed, both of them, but I am losing light and I still need to get it debarked. So I'm going to leave you here and I will see you next week. I hope you have an incredible week. Thank you for spending time with me and I will see you next Sunday.